Hello everyone, welcome to the first video in a newly started series on the To The Beat channel. My name is Pundis and I will be the host of the series. I am new to the TTB team, so please forgive me for any mistakes as I haven't been around here for too long. But this series will be simple enough. It'll be a series containing of videos interviewing a variety of different top players from all around the world. We'll be interviewing these players in the hopes of spreading more information about them and getting their name out there in the community, as well as asking them for advice for newer players or for anyone watching these videos with the hopes to better their improvement. Well, with that being said, onto the interview. Alright guys, so in today's video we're going to be joined here by Kablaze. So Kablaze, why don't you tell me a bit about yourself?
Hi, my name is kablaze. I'm 20, live in Ohio. I click circles. That's pretty much about it.
Sounds good to me. So what got you into Osu?
I think at first I was looking for audio surf alternatives, which is this old rhythm game on Steam. Sure a lot of people have heard of it. And I was looking around for alternatives to that game, and I found this video of a Vocaloid song being played on an Insane or something. And so that kind of piqued my interest. And at the same time, a bunch of friends kind of picked up the game too, so that definitely helped.
What did you do before Osu?
Played grand strategy games a lot. Played trumpet for a few years. I think that's about it, really. I didn't do much.
When you're not playing Osu, what would you say that you usually do?
I've been learning guitar recently, with moderate success. Still don't really know what I'm doing. I also write short stories and stuff, and ramble on Twitter. Other than that, pretty much nothing. I'm pretty much the lamest person imaginable.
I feel that. So, when did you start playing Osu?
I think around July or October-ish 2013. I played very casually for a while, and really started getting competitive in about November or December the same year. Got my first tablet on December 14th, 2013, so I'd say maybe then.
How long have you been playing?
5.5 or 6 years, I think.
Did you always take Osu seriously? And would you say that you take it serious now?
At first I took Osu very seriously. It was just something that I needed to do for some reason. So I played like 8 hours a day, just practicing, trying to get better the first summer, I think. But now, I don't know. I kind of just do whatever I want. My skill set's kind of dead, so.
What are some of the things that motivate you to keep playing the game?
Not PP. I guess leaderboard ranks, maybe? I don't know, I like just interacting with the community, mostly. I think that's the most fun that I've had.
That's a pretty innocent answer. Why do you play Osu? Like, for example, what's enjoyable about it? And if there's nothing, then how come you play it?
It's kind of like... it's kind of like I don't want to say it's like a dancing game, but it kind of is, in a way. There's so much variety in music. You can find pretty much anything you want and a good map of it. Since, like, copyright stuff hasn't hit it yet, and the community's very connected. Everyone's pretty much friends or enemies or knows each other in some sort of way, so that's really appealing.
If you remember, what was your peak rank and when did you hit it?
Back in 2015-ish, like late 2015, I think I hit rank 14 global, rank 2 US.
That's impressive.
A long time ago, though. Times are different.
What are some of your goals in Osu, and have you completed any of your career goals?
I had 3 major ones: top 20 global, rank 1 USA, and playing in the World Cup. And I got top 20, I got really close to rank 1 USA. I didn't quite get that. And playing in the World Cup is still pending, but it's probably not going to happen.
As long as you believe, that's what matters.
God, I wish.
What would you say is your favorite thing about Osu?
I think the dopamine hit of getting a good play, or I don't know. I like just playing music I like and getting good scores on it.
Alright, in contrast to that question, what would you say is your least favorite thing about Osu?
There's this weird community obsession with PP that I think is shaping the entire game in a very, in my opinion, negative way. Of course, I'm aligned with like kind of not old-fashioned values, but the Osu equivalent, and so I don't know. It puts focus entirely on raw skill rather than interesting plays, and so that kind of, I don't know. I kind of miss when it used to be like that.
Going off of that a little bit, what would you say your opinion on the community is?
It's too big. I don't really like it in some ways, but I'm probably nearing the upper end of the game's age demographic. I've just been around for a long time, so I probably have a bias.
Fair enough. What are your current opinions on the current PP system?
Just delete it so we can look at plays without this broken system obscuring the real value. Like, I don't know. It pushes so many good plays under the radar. I just don't think it's really worth it unless you want to make the game 100% as accessible as possible. But I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing for Osu.
That's understandable. So, to everyone that's watching the video as of right now, what would you recommend for people who are starting out to improve, and even more experienced players to just continue that improvement and get over rank walls?
I think when you first start, you have to focus on very different things. You need to focus on building a foundation in everything, so that you can kind of branch out in different directions. You can try this, you can try that, because you have those skills. And so, like basic finger control, aim. I wouldn't say reading, because reading is hard to quantify or define, but just focusing on really getting experience, I guess, is the number one thing for new players. Whereas more advanced players need to take a different approach. They need to focus more on setting goals, keeping those goals in mind as they practice, and using those goals as a kind of an anchor with which they can kind of, I don't know, they can work around it, They can kind of build these different skills with a specific goal in mind. I think that really helps motivate the player.
Okay, and if you could...
And confidence. Oh, sorry.
No worries. Kind of going off of that, to specifically new players that are starting out in the game, what would you say is a good motivation for them to keep playing the game and going on and trying to reach their goals?
I mean, really, if you have the motivation, you have the motivation. If you don't, you don't. It's one of those things where you have to really want it. I mean, it's just like anything else, really. Any kind of improvement. You'll put so much time and effort into something if you really like it. And so that's just how it has to be. You have to shape your attitude around this optimistic, confident, I can do this sort of mentality, and really put in the effort, and you'll get there. It's really as simple as that.
Alright, sounds good. Well, that's all the questions that we had for today's video. Thanks for the interview, and
No problem, man.
yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the interview. Let us know in the comments who you would like to see next on the series, and again, I apologize for any mistakes or awkward parts of the video. Thanks for watching, and if you're interested in seeing more from us, make sure to join our Discord server and follow our Twitter. Both are in the video's description. That's it for now. See you guys soon.